Well, Michael, welcome to Sydney, Australia, kind of.
Hey, what's up? What's up? Thank you for having
It's my
me.
pleasure. Where in the world are you right now, my friend?
I'm in New York, where I live. New York.
That's the place that people like me in Australia, well, we're all stuck. We're all can't leave our countries, but even when there's no COVID-19, New York is the place that I think everyone in the world wishes they were. That's the coolest city in the world, yeah?
I think so. It's honestly I think it's a pretty cool city. Yeah.
Yeah. And you grew up
But
for a big part in Staten Island.
yeah, that's
So
it.
I imagine you were listening to a bit of Method Man growing
Yeah,
up.
definitely. Yes, of course. And my father, he grew up with Method Man. Like they grew up in their neighborhoods were parallel to each other. It was Stapleton where my dad lived, and in Park Hill where Method Man was from. So like they were pretty cool when they were growing up.
Insane. So isn't that like some weird kind of like full circle moment when you think about that like you grew up, I don't think you dreamed of having this life and doing a series with Method Man. So how does that feel like when you look at that and go, and from a distance?
Honestly, crazy. Like I never thought it would happen because even when I was about like 8 or 9, I played football in the same league as Method Man's son. Like we played football together too. So like just like going from that to like this is like it's insane. Like who would have thought like this was gonna happen? Like
It's so
it's
cool.
crazy.
It's so awesome. Now, there was so much talk when people were hearing, like, there's going to be another Power. Is it going to be a sequel? Is it going to be a spin off? Maybe it's. When did you find out? Because there was no one knew what the premise of this spin off was going to be. When did you find out that it was kind of going to be all about you? And how did you feel? Because that's momentous.
It was insane. We were in the middle of filming season 6. One of the I forgot which episode it was, but 50 Cent had just showed up on set one day. And he was just there talking to everybody, and then he has stepped to me and brought me to the side, and we were talking. He was like, "Yo, like, soon, like after this is done, you're gonna be the lead of your own show." I was just like, "All right, whatever." Like 50.
Fiddy's talking shit again.
Exactly what I was like, yeah, he's just chatting, like whatever. And then like a week or two after that, Courtney had told me like, you know, after this, like the show was gonna be about you, and I was like, oh, so 50 wasn't playing around. Like this is like is real. So like once Courtney told me like it definitely like it settled in a whole different way. Like it got real for me. I was like, damn, like this is gonna be a whole new like responsibility, a whole new like this is a whole new ball game for me. Like
Yeah.
it was fun now.
That's a way better way to find out than like your manager calling you or something. Like 50 Cent pulling you aside and just letting you know, like, that's pretty sick. Like, what even is your life, dude?
I was just like, all right, like I guess 50. Like okay.
Let me check my calendar. I'll just make sure I'm free to do that project for you, Curtis. And it's a big deal to go from because you're obviously a huge part of the original, but this is a whole new deal mentally, physically, emotionally, then playing the lead. So, what did you learn from Joseph and Omari about how to be a leading man, how to carry that kind of responsibility to take into Power Book 2?
Honestly, I just learned, you just be nice to everyone around you. Like that's the number one. Like, just being a real hospitable person, a loving person, just having everyone just feel comfortable, being around you, like you don't want anybody feeling uncomfortable around you. So like that's number one. And just staying like level headed, just kind of trying to get enough sleep before the night before, you gotta go to set. Things like that. Like, but honestly, like, the main thing is definitely just being nice to, the crew and the cast, like that's everything, So if you have good chemistry with the crew and the cast, work is gonna be fun, work is gonna be easier. So, like that's really one thing I focus on, just having everyone, being in good spirits every day on set and just having fun with it.
I love that. That's the best. But how do you act cool and be yourself when you have to work with Mary J. Blige? Because I don't think I would just be like,
Honestly, like she makes it easy for me too. Like me and Mary, like we're super cool. Like when we first met, obviously I was like, shit, this is Mary J. Blige. Like it was insane because like my mom should be cleaning the house, she'd be listening to Mary J and stuff like that, and it was always be in my ears from I was young, like before I even had a choice to listen to my own music. Like I would always hear Mary J and like Alicia Keys and things like that. So like hearing Mary J from when I was little and now I'm working with her, it's like it's dope because like when I first met her like the table read, like like we met each other, we introduced each other, and she told me like how much of a fan she was of my work and like how good I played Tariq and stuff like that. I was just like, wow, like she really pays attention to like what I be doing. So like that was dope. I was like, damn, Mary J be watching me. Like I don't even care if nobody watches me anymore. Like, it's Mary J. So
Has your mom got to meet Mary J yet, or is that going to happen?
Mom met everybody on this.
Oh my God. Was she cool about it, or was she like, I love you?
Nah, she definitely told her like, she was a fan and everything. But Ma, she's super cool, calm and collected when it comes to stuff like that.
They must be so proud of you. Like my mom, if I do like any tiny thing, she's like, you're the best daughter. You're so talented. I love you so much. Your mom must be like on another level.
Yeah, my mom and my grandparents, oh man, they're super proud of me. Like that's honestly what I do it for. Like, seeing them happy, them watching me on the screen and stuff, them smiling, things like that. Like that's like the biggest thing of it all. Like meeting everyone and traveling and doing certain things is cool. But like when you see your parents and your family, like they like what you do and they're proud of what you do, like nothing beats that. So,
amen. I love that. Amen. Now, one of the biggest things in power, I mean, there's the drugs, there's the sex, there's, the crap, but is the wealth and the splashing of cash. Now, when you are playing those characters and then earning some money, do you get tempted to like drop money on stupid purchases just to be a baller, and have you succumbed?
Oh man, like I'm not even the only one. Like me, Gianni, Paige, like we're the worst. As soon as they say, let's go shopping, I'm ready. Like I'm like this, I'm ready. I get in the car, we out, like let's go. But honestly, like I've been taking it easy now. Like I made a few purchases, treat myself type of thing. But I got to be frugal about it. I don't want to.
Yeah. A bit of this. I do this, but then you have to do the other way as well. Like you save and then you spend and then you save and then you spend. What are we talking? Are we talking a watch, a car? Like what's the one thing that you're like, this will always be the power money?
Honestly, I love, like I'm a car guy, like to the fullest. Like I love cars. So I got a car. I got two. I have a C43 AMG and then I have a BMW M850. So like those are my two babies. Like I love them so much. Like those are like my children. Like
is anyone else allowed to drive them or just you?
Honestly, I don't let anyone drive them but my two cousins and my mom. Like my two cousins, like my one cousin that taught me how to drive, and then my other cousin, like he's just like my big bro, so I just let him like drive it. And then my mom, like whenever she wants to drive, like
yay, that's the best.
And I'm kind of like I bought a watch, and I'm kind of like. But I like it, so it's like whatever, like it's cool.
Yeah.
But
I bought my husband a watch, and he like at the time was like, it's too expensive. I'll never wear it. It's too fancy for me. It'll just sit in the box. Next minute, every day wearing the watch.
This watch doesn't leave my wrist either. Like I wake up, I put it on. Before I go to sleep, I take it off. I'm like, damn, I don't want to take it off. And then as soon as I wake up, I see it on my desk. I'm like, yes, I put it on.
Yeah. And you're also the one of the executive producers for Power Book 2. So for people listening that don't know what that means, what does that mean on top of you kind of just doing your, the acting thing?
Well, basically, like, I'm kind of like, I'm kind of one of the executive producers. Like, I've always wanted to be in kind of like, the business side of the industry, like stuff like that. So like, that's one of my steps closer to getting into the, like the other side of the acting world. So yeah, like, honestly, like, I don't really know like too much about executive producing. I just know that
learning as you go.
Learning as I go type thing. So I'm learning from Mark Canton, my guy. So yeah, like, I'm taking baby steps.
I love it. You're setting yourself up. Now, I mean, everyone's very excited to watch the show. We need to know if your mom is gonna get off, because I mean, this is a big deal. How long is this gonna drag out? Is she gonna attack the judge? What's gonna happen? Because she's a badass mofo, and she's done the ultimate thing for Tariq. So come on.
I mean, Ma, she's right now it's looking a little rough for mine. She's in jail for killing. Killing. But she didn't do it. But she says anything to protect, her children and their future. So, we'll see where that goes. Tasha, she's very smart. She's very smart, and Tariq is definitely getting smarter as he learns, the world and the world that his mom is in. So, them working together, it could be some good stuff going on, or it could be something bad. Who knows?
Ooh, we're very excited. We can't wait for September 6th. I'm so glad that I got to meet you kind of through the screen. Because we just love the show and we love you. And I'm so excited for you. Enjoy the ride. Keep buying. Buy one more watch. Just get one more watch.
Okay, one more. Okay.
Michael, thank you so much. Give my love to Mary J and Method Man. And 50. So just give my love to all the cool, famous people that you hang out with every day. All right.
I got you. No doubt. I got you. Thank you so much.
See you, darling. Bye.